Do you find yourself staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m. wishing your mind would just quiet down? Or maybe you fall asleep just fine, only to wake up in the middle of the night, restless, alert, and unable to drift back into peace. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Sleep issues affect nearly half of adults over the age of 65. And it's not just about getting fewer hours, it's about the kind of sleep you're missing. That deep healing sleep where your body repairs, your mind resets, and you wake up actually feeling rested. But here's the good news, nature already gave us tools to help. Not pills, not harsh sleep aids that leave you groggy. Real foods, simple natural foods that gently support your body's ability to sleep well again. Without side effects, without confusion, and without relying on medicine. You see, as we age, our sleep cycles change. Our melatonin production slows. Our nervous system becomes more sensitive, but by eating the right foods at the right time, we can signal to the brain, it's safe now. Time to rest. In this video, we'll explore 7 powerful sleep-friendly foods. We'll look at how they work, when to eat them, and how to prepare them so your body truly benefits. These are foods you already know, but probably never thought of as natural sleep aids. We'll also show you what to avoid, and a few smart tips to turn your evening routine into a peaceful path toward better rest. If you're someone who already takes sleep medications, this may be the gentle bridge you've been looking for, to one day sleep naturally again. And if you're just tired of waking up groggy, tense, or anxious, this could be the shift your body has been waiting for. Let's get started with the first food on our list, a humble yellow fruit that might be the best natural sleep supplement you've never paid attention to. Let's start with something simple, something you probably have sitting in your kitchen right now. The banana. Yes, the everyday banana. Soft, sweet, and familiar. But don't let its simplicity fool you. For seniors struggling with sleep, bananas are one of nature's most gentle and effective tools. So, what makes this fruit so special? 3 nutrients: magnesium, potassium, and vitamin B6. These are the quiet heroes behind relaxation. Magnesium helps your muscles let go of tension. It calms your nerves and sends a signal to your brain. It's time to slow down. Potassium, on the other hand, supports smooth muscle function, including the muscles around your heart. When potassium is low, you might feel restless, cramped, or even anxious. Then comes vitamin B6. It's essential for converting tryptophan, a natural amino acid, into serotonin, the feel-good brain chemical that promotes emotional calm. And here's the magic: serotonin is then transformed into melatonin, your body's natural sleep hormone. So when you eat a banana in the evening, you're not just filling your stomach, you're quietly fueling your brain with the ingredients it needs to fall asleep, not artificially, but naturally. Let me give you an example. Imagine Margaret, 68 years old, retired teacher, and lifelong night owl. She's been waking up at 3 a.m. every night, unable to fall back asleep. Her doctor suggested medication, but Margaret wanted to try something gentler. She began eating 1 ripe banana about an hour before bedtime. Just a plain banana, slightly speckled with brown spots. After 3 nights, she noticed her legs stopped twitching in bed. After a week, she started sleeping through the night. No pills, no side effects, just better rest. It sounds simple, and it is. You can eat a banana by itself, or try it warmed in a cup of oat milk with a pinch of cinnamon. The warmth is soothing, the ingredients calming. It's like a lullaby in a bowl. Here's a helpful tip: slightly green bananas also contain resistant starch. This special fiber feeds the healthy bacteria in your gut. And yes, your gut health plays a surprising role in regulating sleep hormones. Bananas don't knock you out like a sleeping pill. They don't push your body to sleep. They guide it gently. They help your brain remember what it forgot, how to unwind, how to relax, how to drift off on its own. And when you eat one night after night, your body begins to relearn its rhythm, the kind it had when you were young. So tonight, before you reach for the remote or your sleeping aid, try reaching for a banana instead. Now let's turn to something small, but mighty: almonds. You might think of them as a snack or something to sprinkle on your breakfast. But almonds are one of the best-kept secrets for sleep, especially for seniors. Why? Because almonds are packed with magnesium, a mineral your body absolutely needs to rest. Magnesium works like a natural switch for your nervous system. It tells your body, you can relax now. It helps lower your heart rate. It relaxes your muscles. It eases tension you might not even realize you're holding. And here's something even more important for older adults. Magnesium levels tend to drop as we age. That's part of the reason so many seniors experience tight muscles, restless legs, or nighttime anxiety. Adding almonds to your evening routine can gently restore that balance. But magnesium isn't the only thing almonds have to offer. They also help lower cortisol. your body's main stress hormone. Ever find yourself lying in bed, your mind racing with thoughts? Worrying about family, appointments, or something someone said earlier in the day? That's cortisol at work, and almonds help bring it down. They also contain vitamin E, which protects your brain and nervous system from silent inflammation. When your body is inflamed, even in small ways, it makes it harder to enter deep healing sleep. And there's another silent helper in almonds: healthy fats. These fats help stabilize your blood sugar through the night. Why does that matter? Because sudden dips in blood sugar can cause your body to jolt awake, heart pounding, eyes wide, brain buzzing. That 2 or 3 a.m. wake up that seems to have no cause? Very often it's your body reacting to a nighttime blood sugar crash. A small handful of almonds before bed can prevent that. They give you steady, slow-burning energy that keeps your blood sugar stable, so your brain stays calm, your heart stays steady, and you stay asleep. Let's take George, age 72, as an example. He used to wake up every night hungry, or sometimes just anxious for no reason. He started soaking a small handful of raw almonds in water during the day, then eating them 1 hour before bed. Within a few days, those sudden wake-ups stopped, his sleep became deeper, and he said something beautiful: "My dreams came back." Now, if you don't enjoy raw almonds, you have options. Try blending soaked almonds with warm water and cinnamon to make a homemade almond milk. It's creamy, soothing, and loaded with the same calming nutrients, without any sugar or additives. Just remember, the key is timing and portion. You don't need a bowlful, just 8 to 10 almonds, about an hour before bed, enough to support your body, not burden it. Simple, natural, effective. Almonds are like a calming whisper to your nervous system. Quiet, steady, and kind. Coming up next, one tiny red fruit that holds a secret weapon your body already uses to fall asleep, and how to use it wisely before bed. Now let's talk about something sweet, red, and quietly powerful. Cherries. Not just a summer treat, but a natural sleep signal in fruit form. You see, cherries are one of the only natural food sources of melatonin. Melatonin is the hormone your brain produces when it's time to sleep. It's like a dimmer switch for your body, gradually lowering your alertness, slowing your heartbeat, and telling your nervous system, it's okay to let go now. When we're younger, our brains make plenty of melatonin, but after age 60, that production begins to fade, and for some people, it fades fast. That's why many seniors find themselves lying in bed, eyes closed, body tired, but their brain simply won't shut off. This is where cherries can help. Eating a handful of cherries about an hour before bed can gently boost your melatonin levels, enough to get your body back in sync with the natural sleep cycle it once followed easily. You don't need a lot. Around 10 to 15 cherries, fresh or frozen, is enough to make a difference. But it's not just the melatonin that helps. Cherries are also full of antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, the pigments that give them that deep red color. These antioxidants help reduce silent inflammation in the brain, and when your brain is less inflamed, it's better at making and using melatonin. Let me share a story. Eleanor, 70, had been struggling with staying asleep. She could fall asleep just fine, but always woke up around 1 or 2 a.m., her mind restless, her energy all wrong. She started keeping frozen cherries in her freezer. Every night, about an hour before bed, she'd eat a small bowl, just a few, not too much. Within a week, her sleep became deeper. Within 2 weeks, she was sleeping through the night, and best of all, she said her dreams were clearer, and her mornings felt brighter. Now, here's a helpful tip. If you prefer variety, you can blend cherries into a simple bedtime smoothie with oat or almond milk. It's soothing, cool, and easy on digestion. Just avoid dried cherries. They're often loaded with added sugar, which can spike your blood sugar and disturb your rest. Stick to fresh or unsweetened frozen ones. And if you're wondering when to eat them, aim for about 60 minutes before bed. That gives your body enough time to digest, absorb the melatonin, and begin winding down naturally. Cherries don't sedate you. They remind your body what sleep feels like. And that's the beauty of food-based support. It works with your rhythm, not against it. So the next time your evening feels unsettled, skip the cookie. Have some cherries. Coming up next, a fuzzy little fruit that might surprise you with its science-backed power to boost both serotonin and deep sleep. Now let's turn our attention to a bright green fruit with a fuzzy brown coat, kiwi. It might look small and exotic, but inside, it holds one of the most powerful sleep-enhancing combinations nature has to offer, especially for seniors. What makes kiwi so special? It's packed with serotonin, the same brain chemical that helps regulate mood, ease anxiety, and prepare your body for sleep. Serotonin plays a key role in calming the mind, And just like with bananas, serotonin is the building block your brain uses to create melatonin, the hormone that tells your body when it's time to sleep. Now here's the important part for those over 65. As we age, our natural serotonin production often drops. Stress, medications, and even less exposure to daylight can all make it worse. That's why kiwi can be such a helpful ally. By gently restoring serotonin levels, it helps your brain send the right signals at the right time. You're safe. You can rest now. And that's just the beginning. Kiwi is also rich in vitamin C and vitamin E, two powerful antioxidants that reduce oxidative stress. This matters more than you might think. When your brain and nervous system are inflamed, even a little, they have a harder time entering deep restorative sleep. But when those antioxidants go to work, your body starts to relax. Not just physically, but mentally too. Ever wake up feeling foggy or irritated? That's often the result of poor sleep quality, not just sleep quantity. Kiwi helps clear that fog by supporting a more peaceful transition into, and through, the deeper stages of sleep. Let me tell you about Harold, 74. He began eating one kiwi an hour before bed every night just out of curiosity. After a few days he noticed he fell asleep faster. After a week he stopped waking up feeling groggy. He didn't change his mattress, he didn't take anything new, just one kiwi each night. And here's a helpful tip, eat the whole kiwi. Yes, the skin too, just rinse it well and give it a light scrub. The skin is full of extra fiber and antioxidants. That fiber also feeds your gut bacteria. And yes, your gut plays a surprising role in sleep hormone production. If eating the whole thing feels odd, slice it into thin rounds and eat it with a spoonful of yogurt or a banana. Want something even smoother? Blend one kiwi with half a banana and a little oat milk. It's a gentle, serotonin-rich bedtime drink. Sweet, calming, and easy to digest. Now, kiwi isn't a sedative. It doesn't knock you out. It simply supports your brain in doing what it already wants to do, wind down naturally. When eaten consistently, even just one a day, kiwi has been shown in studies to improve both sleep duration and quality. For many seniors, that means not just more sleep, but better sleep. So if your nights feel restless or your mornings feel heavy, let kiwi help your body remember how to rest. Coming up next, a food you've probably never thought of as a sleep aid, but when used correctly, it can transform your gut and your nighttime calm. This next one might surprise you. Sauerkraut. Yes, that tangy fermented cabbage you might usually see on a hot dog or in a jar at the back of the fridge. But sauerkraut, when used wisely, can become a powerful tool for better sleep, especially for seniors. Why? Because of one word, probiotics. Sauerkraut is naturally rich in live beneficial bacteria, the kind that live in your gut and help keep everything balanced. And here's the link to sleep that many people miss. Your gut and your brain are deeply connected. They talk to each other all day and night through nerves, hormones, and chemical messengers. In fact, over 90% of your body's serotonin, the calming neurotransmitter that eventually becomes melatonin, is made in your gut. So if your gut bacteria are healthy and thriving, your sleep hormones are more likely to stay in balance. Sauerkraut helps feed and grow the good bacteria your body needs to make this happen. But, and this is important, timing and preparation matter. Sauerkraut is best eaten at dinner, and in small amounts. Just 2 or 3 tablespoons is plenty. Eat it at least 2 hours before bed, so your body has time to digest it gently. And always pair it with a light, complex carbohydrate, like brown rice, oats, or sweet potato, not heavy meats or processed sauces. Why? Because combining sauerkraut with rich fatty or sugary foods can cause bloating or trigger digestive stress, which makes sleep harder, not easier. Let's take Patricia, 69, as an example. She used to take antacids at night and still felt bloated when lying down. Her nutritionist suggested adding a spoonful of raw sauerkraut with dinner, along with a small bowl of brown rice and steamed veggies. Within days, her digestion improved. But the bigger surprise? She started sleeping more deeply and no longer woke up with a tight, cramping stomach. Now here's one more tip. Choose raw, unpasteurized sauerkraut. The live probiotics only exist if it hasn't been heat-treated. If you buy it in a jar or bag, check the label. Look for live cultures or raw, fermented, even better, make it at home. Slice fresh cabbage thin, sprinkle it with sea salt, and let it ferment in a clean jar for a week or two. It's simple, low cost, and incredibly nourishing. But one caution. Some people are sensitive to fermented foods due to histamines, chemicals that can cause skin flushing, itchy eyes, or even headaches. If you notice these symptoms, start with a very small portion, or skip sauerkraut and try a different probiotic food like plain yogurt. Also, if you're taking iron supplements, don't mix them with sauerkraut. The high vitamin C in fermented cabbage may boost iron absorption too much. which can interfere with melatonin production. So use sauerkraut wisely. Think of it not just as a food, but as a message to your gut. Balance the system, calm the nerves, support deep, natural sleep. Coming up next, a food that's usually seen as breakfast, but could be your best evening ally to stop 3 a.m. wake-ups. You've probably eaten it in the morning, maybe even for years. But here's a quiet secret. Oatmeal isn't just for breakfast. It may actually be one of the best foods you can eat, at night, to sleep deeper and longer. Let's unpack why. First, oatmeal is rich in complex carbohydrates, the kind your body digests slowly, releasing energy over time. When you eat a small bowl of oats before bed, it helps keep your blood sugar steady all night long. This matters more than you might think. Many seniors wake up between 2 and 4 a.m., feeling wide awake, not from dreams, not from noise, but from a blood sugar drop. Your brain senses that drop and sends a small alarm. Wake up, we need energy. That tiny internal panic is enough to ruin your rest. But oats, with their slow, steady fuel, help stop that from happening. There's more. Oatmeal is also a natural source of magnesium and zinc. Magnesium helps relax your body, calm your nerves, and prepare you for rest, just like we discussed with almonds. Zinc, on the other hand, plays a key role in helping your brain produce melatonin, the hormone that guides your sleep cycle. And there's something else found only in oats, a special compound called avenin. Avenin has mild sedative effects. It won't make you drowsy like a pill, but it does help quiet the mind, especially when you're overstimulated from the day. Imagine your brain as a snow globe. All day it gets shaken. Work, stress, screens, noise. Avenin helps the snow settle again. It helps your mind grow still so your body can follow. Now let's talk about preparation, because what you add to your oats makes all the difference. Try this simple nighttime version. Warm half a cup of rolled oats in almond milk or oat milk. Add a small sprinkle of cinnamon and a few crushed almonds or walnuts. This mix does 3 things. The oats stabilize your energy. The milk adds magnesium and soothing warmth. The nuts provide healthy fats and blood sugar support. It's comfort in a bowl. And it works best when eaten 45 to 60 minutes before bed. Now here's a bonus recipe for people who don't like eating solids at night. Make a smoothie. Blend half a banana with a small spoonful of ground oats and a splash of warm, plant-based milk. It's soft, easy on the stomach, and just enough to calm your system. Let's take Mr. Tan, 73. He used to wake up every night around 3:30 a.m., tired but restless. He began having a warm oat drink before bed, just a small serving, nothing heavy. Within a week, his body stopped sending those early morning alerts. He stayed asleep longer. And he said something powerful. It feels like I'm finally sleeping through the night, not just passing time in bed. That's the difference real sleep makes. So don't underestimate oats. They're not just hearty, they're healing. Coming up next, the final item in this natural sleep toolbox. We've talked about powerful foods you can chew, blend, and spoon. Now let's turn to something you sip. Chamomile. You've probably heard of it. You may have even tried it once or twice, but chances are, it didn't work quite the way you hoped. And that's because most people don't know how to prepare chamomile the right way to unlock its true calming power. Let me explain. Chamomile has been used for centuries as a gentle sleep aid, and not without reason. It contains a natural compound called apigenin. Apigenin binds to the same brain receptors targeted by anti-anxiety medications. But unlike those medications, it doesn't come with fogginess or side effects. Instead, it sends a soft message to your nervous system. You're safe. You can let go now. The challenge? Apigenin is delicate. If you just toss a tea bag into hot water for 2 minutes, you're not giving it a chance to work. The key is in the brew. Here's how to do it right. Use dried chamomile flowers, not cheap tea bags. They contain more apigenin, more essential oils, and more flavor. Boil your water, then let it cool slightly. You don't want a rolling boil. Pour the water over 1 to 2 teaspoons of flowers in a cup. Cover it. This keeps the calming oils from evaporating. Now, let it steep for 8 to 10 minutes. Yes, longer than you might expect. That's how the apigenin fully infuses into the water. When you drink it, you're not just getting warm liquid. You're getting the full calming effect nature intended. Let's talk about Ruth, age 76. She always thought chamomile tea was weak. It never helped her sleep, until she started brewing it this way. Now it's part of her nightly ritual. Soft lights, no screens, 10 minutes of quiet with her tea. She says it's not just about falling asleep. It's about preparing her whole body to rest, and she wakes up feeling the difference. Want to make it even more soothing? Add a pinch of lemon balm or a drizzle of raw honey. Both support relaxation and add a soft, pleasant taste. Drink it 30 to 45 minutes before bed. Let it become a part of your routine, like brushing your teeth or turning off the lights. Your brain will begin to associate the scent and taste of chamomile with rest. And soon that association becomes a signal, a gentle reminder to your body that the day is over. Chamomile isn't a knockout drink, it's a doorway. And when prepared correctly, it can lead you into the kind of calm, peaceful sleep that no pill can recreate. Now that you've seen how real foods, from bananas to tea, can restore your rest naturally, it's time to bring it all together. Let's wrap up with a gentle summary and one important step you can take tonight to start sleeping better. For good. You've made it to the end. And now you know something that many people never learn. Better sleep doesn't always come from a pill. Sometimes it comes from a banana, or a handful of almonds, or a warm bowl of oats. Sometimes it comes from listening to your body and giving it the tools it's quietly been asking for. Let's take a moment to gently recap. A banana an hour before bed can relax your muscles and boost natural melatonin. Almonds help calm your nervous system and stabilize your blood sugar overnight. Cherries gently raise your body's melatonin levels and reduce brain inflammation. Kiwi supports serotonin, calms your mind, and eases you into deeper sleep. Sauerkraut, when timed right, nurtures your gut, where most sleep hormones are made. Oatmeal helps keep your blood sugar steady, so your sleep isn't disturbed. And chamomile, when brewed properly, signals to your brain, it's time to rest. These foods are not just nutrition, they are sleep signals. They speak the quiet language your body understands, a language of calm, consistency, and care. And here's the beautiful truth. You don't need to change everything overnight. You don't need to try all 7 at once, just start with 1. Maybe tonight you brew a proper cup of chamomile, or maybe tomorrow you have a kiwi after dinner instead of something sugary. Each step sends a message, I'm ready to sleep again, naturally, and your body, no matter your age, will remember how. So here's what I'd love for you to do. Choose one of these foods. Try it tonight. Notice how you feel. And tomorrow, try again. Because when you begin to care for your sleep with food, gentle, nourishing food, something changes. You wake up lighter, clearer, your heart beats steadier, and your mind feels more at peace. Before we go, one final request. If you found this video helpful, if it gave you hope or even just one idea you want to try, please subscribe to this channel. Here at Prudent Wellness Senior Health Tips, we share calming, doctor-guided advice made just for seniors like you. Tips that are natural, proven, and easy to follow, even from the comfort of home. Let's keep learning together. Let's sleep better. One food, one habit, one peaceful evening at a time. Your best nights might just be ahead of you. Take care, and good night.